You guys ever been to Rialto?
No. I mean, I've seen the sign for it. I've never got off the freeway.
Seems like a nice place.
I'm sorry, what?
Seems like a nice place, that
I'm
Rialto.
sorry, what?
There we go.
I don't know. I'm not talking anymore.
Now what?
No.
Have you ever seen the San Bernardino International Airport? You can just turn that off for a second.
Oh, there's some nice one.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
I saw it this morning. It's really nice. I saw the San Bernardino International Airport, and I saw Rialto. It was really... It was.
Why?
Did you get lost?
Yeah, Santa Monica's nowhere near San Bernardino Airport.
Well, no. Even coming from, like, Big Bear, you don't go by the airport, do you?
Oh, yes, you do, Jack, when you push short route.
You tried to take... I was like, because I've been to Big Bear, I've never gone by the airport.
Jack, I did. San Bernardino International. And let me tell you something. That ain't international.
No.
You know, all they have really there is they have the training services for the fire department.
Okay.
I saw that. It looks like they have some, like, planes that they kind of light up or whatever, so maybe that you can pretend like you're on an airplane that's crashed.
Okay.
I saw that. And just opened October 10th, a brand new bar and grill.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that's a big airport.
Yeah.
That's
But can I just tell you something? There are no international flights. I didn't see one. I didn't see any airlines. I didn't see any airplanes.
They're probably like, I know at Burbank they put them under like curfew where they can't take off at a certain time.
No, that's no
I
airport.
have a feeling it's not an airport,
Yeah,
Jack.
it's no airport
I've never
because
been there yet.
you can't. I don't know that you could buy a ticket out of San Bernardino Airport.
I don't think you can.
Get all the
I don't think you'd
options.
want to.
Yeah, you get Ontario
let's
as
see
an
if Monica
option.
can book us flights.
I don't think my personal experience is you wouldn't want to.
Yeah, Ontario seems like pretty small of an airport as it is.
Right.
And do you know in Rialto they look at you if you're white?
I don't, like I said, I don't know exactly where
I don't know
Rialto
exactly
is.
where it is
I've
either.
seen the exit off the freeway, or like it says Rialto that way, but I've never been
Kids between the ages of, I'd say, 14 to, I don't know, whatever, 19, right now are riding their bikes and walking around.
there. I was going to say, what are they doing at 5 in the morning?
You know, the only thing I like about Rialto is those kids, they go outside and ride their bikes.
Yeah, there's a lot to do this time of morning in Rialto.
They are not at home playing video games. They are riding their bikes in Rialto. And I like it. And the girl right there at 7-Eleven, she makes out with her boyfriend
At the 7-Eleven?
at the 7-Eleven.
Behind the counter girl?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? If you're on the
That's
overnight
a
shift,
job
let
right
her.
there.
You know, good for her.
I'm gonna work there. You make out with your boyfriend. You work at 7-Eleven. You ride your bike around Rialto.
Ring up something.
And there's 2 Dairy Queens there, and that's
Wow.
all. You want to know anything else? I got it.
No, I'm good.
Are
You
Sure.
were totally lost on Rialto
Oh,
this
yeah.
morning. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
when the tele-aid says U-turn. U-turn.
Get out. Get out.
All right, so if you've had a fun experience with Rialto, give us a call. No, actually, we have lots to talk about today, including Stench in a humongous fight with an entire family from Rialto.
Here's what I would like to do with this family.
Okay.
It's all stems from something that happened on the air on Friday.
Okay.
I then got a nasty email from a lady.
Uh-huh.
Really nasty about us, and I, you know how I responded in
the
kind.
calm, kind,
Yes.
caring,
So I
gentle way.
responded back to her in a nasty way, and now her whole family is pissed, and I'm like, and I'm getting emails from everyone, but I'm thinking, you know what? Let the people decide.
Take it
Let's
to
go
the
to
court?
the people's court. Yes.
All right, so the People's Court this morning in session, a Monday morning People's Court. We've never done it. I'm very excited. We don't even have sound effects, but yet I am
Exactly.
excited.
And Judge Jamie will preside over the hearing.
And we have to talk about Desperate Housewives, even though I didn't see it. I thought it was good, probably. Huh?
No, it's still not that good yet this season. You're waiting for it to go. They did get into the Bree thing last night, though, where it looks like she's going to be charged in Rex's murder. So that's starting to unfold a little bit.
I went to bed at 8.
And you found out who the guy in the basement was last night.
Woke up at 3 and got here at 5:40. Ever been to Rialto?
No.
I could take you there. They have ABC streets.
I
They
think
have
I'm going
E
to fight.
Street, L Street,
Yeah.
I Street.
I'm going to fight with the whole town, I think, though.
Oh, I hope they're from Rialto.
Yeah.
Call Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Star 98.7.
I'm moving away.
Oh, did I plug you in the wrong socket?
Oh.
When did that just happen?
Did it work a while ago?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, that's what
Those aren't
happened.
the right headphones.
Jamie's lost her mind.
I was like, the odds of me plugging you in across the way, I thought, well, that's weird.
Oh my.
She just pulled the headphone cord, pulled it, and it kept coming and coming and coming, and finally we see it wasn't plugged in.
Okay, hi. Hi. You know it's at Rialto.
Yes, it is.
So, I have so much to tell you over the weekend. First of all, I want to play a game.
Okay.
And I'll start. It's called yelling. No. First of all, it's called, hey, all you assholes on the 10 going west, could you get to the right? And then all you people on the 210 going whichever way, west,
Yeah.
could you get to the right? Oh, my God. The 405, Stench, we should be so blessed that we drive on the 405.
Why? It goes fast.
They
but-
get way over quicker. I mean, it doesn't matter. These people are buttholes.
Oh, you know why? The only reason we're lucky is because we go up that hill. So as they go up the hill, they all go to the
They
right
go to the
because
right?
they're going slow.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Sepulveda Pass
Oh
is
my
good.
God. Oh my God. I almost got in the carpool lane. I don't even have another person with me.
You were going crazy.
And I was only going 70. They were going 70 in the fast lane. I was flipping out. And then I was around Builder Bob's area.
Right.
Yeah.
I left Big Bear at 3:15. And I got here at 4:40. That's not good timing, especially for no traffic.
Right.
Well, yes, I pushed shortest route on my computer on my car, which was stupid because it kept telling me to turn around. So then I was like, well, that's stupid that it's saying turn around. So I put short route, and then I got to Rialto and the airport and stuff.
Yeah.
And 2 Dairy Queens, but they
Right.
weren't open.
Right.
Oh.
But I was excited because I was like, now I know where some onion rings are.
Now I can drive down that mountain and get me some onion rings.
I'm not kidding. I love onion rings from Dairy Queen. I haven't seen any in years. Anyway, sorry. So what was I telling you? It was something. Oh, yeah. So I'm around Builder Bob's area where I used to remember that I used to leave there.
Still the 909.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, 4:15, and I'm thinking, I'm not going to make it.
Right.
I'm not gonna, and so then I push the tell aid button for the lady to come on, say operator. So I say operator, and they're like, here's the, and then they keep going through the menu again, because apparently I don't enunciate.
Oh, you suck when you're screaming like a wild lady behind the wheel.
Operator! Roadside assistance. Directions. Please select the menu. If you want to disconnect, say disconnect.
Oh, what a way to start the day.
Operator!
That might have been the problem. It might not understand screaming.
So anyway, that was a good day. All right, so in the meantime, I want to play a game called Hey, I Might Be an Overreactor. But I want you all to play too, so I feel better about
Can
myself.
I just tell you before we play? Winner. Oh, go ahead.
Who?
You.
Shut up, you haven't heard yet.
I know.
But this is a good game. I want you to think back at times you've overreacted, okay?
Okay.
I don't mean about fights. I mean about situations. So, it's about 1:30 Saturday afternoon. And I'm not feeling so good, but so I kind of waddle over to my computer. I turn the computer on because I hadn't checked it all weekend. And I'm sitting there. My cat, like, kind of is weird, and he leaves. And so I'm like, Clifford, you just don't even want to talk to me, whatever.
Right.
So I'm sitting there at the computer. All of a sudden, there's this sonic boom or a gas explosion or something crazy under my chair. And it wasn't me farting.
Right.
My chair moved, and then the whole house went ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And the whole thing rocked. And I was like, oh, this isn't a sonic boom or an explosion. This is an earthquake.
Right.
And I was flipping out. And then all of a sudden, somebody's alarm, I guess, house alarm, but I don't know this at this time, it goes dee-doo, 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 like an old London.
Like a London ambulance?
Yeah,
Right.
like that. And we don't have alarms like that in my neighborhood.
Right.
So I'm like, that must be the tsunami warning. Shut up. It was a violent earthquake. And
No,
it was
okay.
centered under my chair.
I know exactly what you're talking about because my wife freaked out. I didn't even feel it. My wife, there was an earthquake. It was about Saturday afternoon.
1:30,
And she
1:18.
starts freaking out. There's an earthquake. Oh my God, did you feel the earthquake? And I'm playing video games in the back with my son. And then we're like ignoring her.
You
because
ignored her?
We didn't feel anything.
Oh, it was under my chair.
And then finally she sends the baby in going, earthquake, Daddy, earthquake. Swear.
So I grab my cat because I hear doo-doo. Things have rattled in my house. I grab my cat, I throw him in the car, and I start heading towards high land. Because the tsunami's coming, Jack.
Right.
Overreactor.
I live right there, where I live.
Right.
And sure that
a wave might get that high.
the wave can travel, Jack. I've seen Indonesia or wherever the hell that was.
Right.
Yeah, they come in with a lot of force.
Yeah, they can go really high.
They can go
Okay.
up like 150-foot bluffs and
Right.
Shut up. It
Through
can,
a couple Walmarts.
inland, crush a few shopping malls and
Right.
get
it
to your
can
house.
make it. It knocked over a train.
A train that was on the
coast.
beach.
Yeah.
It could travel that far with a little effort. You don't know how big it was. It was under my chair. It was right there.
That earthquake, I mean, you and I are relatively close to each other. We're not that far away.
And guess where it was centered? Marina Del Rey.
So it was closer to you than it was to me.
Uh-huh.
So I was, centered. 8 miles away?
Centered. It was centered. Centered in Marina Del Rey. It was a 3.3.
I don't freak my wife out.
Try being under my chair. Or on my chair. And so I grab my cat, I throw him in, I go to higher ground, and I'm driving around kind of the Venice area, and I'm realizing
No one else cares.
nobody else is going to higher ground.
Right.
Yeah.
I had my robe on and my cat, and I didn't have any shoes on. I needed some gas, and so I turned around and went home. I was sad. I told you, none of my neighbors want to come out and talk about earthquakes.
Well, it was a 3.
Yeah, it was a little one. If it had
And
been a...
you guys weren't in my chair.
It could have been a 5.
It
and it
set
would've done
off an
damage.
alarm in the neighborhood. That's how good it was.
So does a kid driving
So-
to the
yeah.
neighborhood with a loud stereo.
So
That
do
doesn't
I
mean-
when I jog past the car.
Right.
Well, that's true. We should have put a seismograph on your ass about that. Never mind. All right, see, that's why I'm playing overreactor game. So I drove with my cat, and we tried to go to higher ground, and then nobody else was going.
Right.
So we turned around. 1-800-STAR-987. I know I'm not the only overreactor. Please.
Hi, everybody. How you doing today?
We're good.
Stop with a bell.
All right, fine. Anyway, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Was calling about your airport comment. San Bernardino is tiny.
No, it's an international Mecca airport. And they just
Yeah.
opened up October 10th, a new bar and grill there.
That was more than what they had 2 years ago when my husband went there for school.
Yeah?
He started flying, and they had this little airport cafe, and that was it. And all they had were biplanes that came back and forth. That was it.
Those are
It was-
planes that are confused about their sexuality.
Right.
Crop dusters.
Yeah, there's nothing there. So there aren't commercial flights there.
No, not at all. And
Yeah.
it stinks like the cows. They're
I
horrible.
didn't see any cows.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because you were driving at night, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was still dark.
You know
But
what?
there's-
I enjoyed Rialto, though.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you been to Rialto?
I have. Nice quality people.
Yeah. They seem like nice folks. And you know what? Those kids are on their bikes.
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
But you know what? They're out and they're on their bikes, and that's the least you can say for the kids around here.
Maybe they were paper boys.
Oh, it's true. That
I don't know, but Jack, they're on their bikes and they're not at home on their video games. They're
Right.
out on their bikes, and I was proud of them.
Yep.
Well,
mine are
Judy,
home sleeping.
Judy, you hold on the line. We're going to give you something pretty. Is it anything special, or is it the regular old crap?
Regular old crap.
All right, so hold on. We're going to give you
Something
the
pretty.
regular old crap.
Cool.
All
Thank
right,
you.
hold on. That's Judy. Her husband went there. I don't know. Did he get his pilot's license?
Excuse me?
Did he get his pilot's license?
No, he only went for a little while and he ended up not finishing it.
Yeah, it's like a bread maker.
Yeah.
It seems
Flight
like
school dropout.
Yep. I have one of those people in my life that seems like a good idea at first, and then they kind of get bored
I
with
think
it.
it's a lot of work.
Yep.
A lot of boring stuff.
And it's
not-
expensive.
It's expensive, and it's not just flying. I
No,
know there's a lot
there's
of
some
learning
school.
and books and
Classroom.
stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, here's Leslie. Hi, Leslie.
Hey, how's it going?
You know what's really funny is, our friend Jason, the motorcycle rider guy?
Right.
Yeah.
right.
He got his whatever you call it, flight certificate, and he gets seasick, or he gets flight sick.
Oh, really?
Do you want to get on a plane with a guy that has motion sickness, air sickness? No. Anyway, Leslie, go ahead.
I'm calling about the overreacting because this morning my alarm went off at 5:30, but my husband, I let him sleep on my side of the bed, which has the alarm on that side. Anyhow, I told him to turn off the alarm. He says I did, but 5 minutes later the damn thing goes back off again. And then I'm like, okay, turn off the alarm. And I'm sitting here thinking about what I'm going to do. And then it goes off for the third time. I'm like, what are you doing? I told you to turn off the alarm. But I just got back in from Guatemala, so, I completely overreacted, and that was my new
So you
resolution.
screamed at him?
Yeah, and my new resolution was to not overreact. And that's
Oh, so you flipped out at him, screamed at him, all this stuff, and poor guy, Now, why was he sleeping on your side of the bed?
Just because he likes that side, and I was trying to be nice last night.
That's weird. Hold on.
So
why
wouldn't
don't,
it
Yeah, why don't
be-
you swap then?
Yeah, if he likes that side, why don't you call it his side?
Because I sleep there all the time.
And put the
I
alarm on
called
the other
it
side.
first.
Right.
See, I called it first, and we just got married back in May. And around that time, I think it was Stench or Jack that were talking about you have to choose wisely where you first go to bed because that's going to be your side forever and ever.
Right. Give you a few weeks to nail it down.
Yeah, but you can switch spots.
No, but you both have to agree.
But I mean permanently,
But there's no need to switch spots when you just move the alarm clock to your side of the bed.
That's what he said.
Why are you so giggly and goofy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because she strangled him and chopped him up.
It's early in the morning.
Is your husband there?
Yeah, he is. Hold on.
Okay, because he's got
to hate her. Oh, my God, it's early.
Hi, who's this?
This is Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Hi, Gabriel.
Gabriel, how much do you want to club her in the head?
You can't even imagine. It's ruined her whole day, and she's just saying, I just said stop overreacting, and then you came on the radio talking about overreacting.
And then you're like, oh my God, you're the overreactor.
Right.
Exactly.
Now,
and I just said, just chill out, just relax.
Gabriel, why did you not choose that side of the bed in the first place?
Well, you see, it's all lies. I mean, I just don't mind. I'm a pretty easygoing guy, and I don't mind which side of the bed.
Well, apparently you do. She said that you had to sleep on that side.
Absolute lies. Just lies. I never said anything. In fact, last night I actually said, I don't mind which side of the bed. Why don't you sleep on this side, your side? Oh, no, it's fine. No, you sleep on that side. I said, well,
she said that she let you sleep on that side of the bed to be nice because you wanted to. Yeah, because you like it.
Yeah, well, that's what she said.
So Gabriel, who's right, Leslie or you?
I'm with Gabriel.
Of course I'm right.
Yeah, I'm with
So you never asked her to sleep on that side?
But last night I specifically said, I don't mind. Why don't you sleep on your side? Oh, no, she said, it's fine. You sleep on that side. I said, well, I don't mind.
What's so great about this side of the
What's
bed?
on that side?
Yeah.
Is it like a sleep number
alarm
bed?
clock.
Yeah, is there a view? Is there a window?
It has a beautiful view over Dodger Stadium, actually, and the hills and Echo Park. So it is a nice side of the bed, but really, it's the bed. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You're supposed to sleep and bone. That's it.
Yeah.
There's more to life than which side of the bed you sleep on, I think.
So is this going well, Gabriel?
It is, mainly because she doesn't understand anything I say, and I don't understand anything she says.
Oh, so there's a nice language barrier going on.
Yeah, because, American English and English is just a little different, so as we're discovering.
Now, where'd y'all meet?
On the web.
Why is that funny?
I don't know, it's just funny. But we met on the Strictly Platonic.
Did you meet at J-Date?
No, we met on Craigslist, actually.
On Craigslist?
Yeah.
That's a big one. A lot of people doing that.
They do?
Yeah.
MySpace is the new hot rate.
Both of those are huge ones.
And so how does it go? Take us through how this goes. So you're on Craigslist, she's on Craigslist. How does this work out?
Well, we're not a typical story because we didn't really want to, we never wanted to be boyfriend and girlfriend. We weren't interested in that. We just wanted to do, she wanted to do rock climbing. I just wanted to, have people to hang out with. And so she put an advert on.
How does somebody, Jack, that wants to rock climb, computers, rock climb and then hang out?
To be completely honest, I don't understand Craigslist or MySpace. On Craigslist, people find apartments, dates, jobs.
And missing people from hurricanes.
Right, and missing people from I don't understand how Craigslist works, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
It's just like a newspaper listings. Exactly like the back page of the, LA Weekly or something.
That's where you find hookers.
No. People with common interest.
So he put, but the problem is she put rock climbing, he put hang out with.
He probably had rock climbing too and hang out at somewhere on his list and they gelled up.
He put rock climbing. She had been hit in the head with a rock, so it all worked out.
Now, Jack, that was accurate, but not kind.
Jackson.
Suffice to say, neither of us wanted a relationship. Neither of us wanted to date or anything like that.
Yeah, now you're married.
And fighting over the bedside.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, how long have you been married?
Since May.
You like her?
She's all right. No, I like her.
Maybe you could sell her on eBay to keep this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
keep this whole web thing alive.
I don't know. I don't know what she's worth. I think she's priceless.
Oh, you know what? Nice save at the end there.
Yeah,
Like,
way to go.
God. They always try to save it at the end, don't they? Because they know I have to
I
switch
like
it.
him.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't really, like, but
He's like, he got roped into
Dude, he
something
got-
on the
He
internet.
got clubbed with an alarm clock at 5:30 this morning. Give the guy a break.
Right. All right. So here's what we're talking about. People that overreact. She overreacted because he kept hitting snooze, so she clubbed him in the head with an alarm clock. And then they're happily married. I don't know. And people that date online. Wow, it's crazy. And
It
get
is crazy.
married.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I see the commercials.
Yeah, those people on
Yeah. And they're not chunky or anything, and they seem very happy.
seem very happy.
What is that one that I see? The
one with the commercial?
Harmony.
Harmony. Yep.
Very harmonious.
You don't call it eHarmony for nothing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Email Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Jack, why didn't you tell me to come in here? Why didn't you run
did
at me?
tell you it happened.
Oh, man. So we're watching the Hurricane Wilma coverage on the Weather Channel. Let's get a little audio so we can give the people a feel.
We had some minor storm surge that came in off Naples Bay, but very little storm surge, if any, off of the Gulf of Mexico, although we have had quite a bit of beach erosion down on the beaches. Stephanie Abrams was just down on the beach, and she reported back here that they had a lot of beach
Boats
erosion
rocking
down there. But the pier is still standing, and that is good news. But starting now to see our winds let up just a little bit.
Okay, so I'm like, Jack, you know what? I just said to him, Jack, you know what? The hurricane footage is boring. And please don't take that as any disrespect. But you know what I mean. Like, I want to see destruction without the death. Right. So I'm like, Wilman's like coverage is boring. Thank you, Alex. Is boring. I'm like, I'm done with it. So I walk out of the room. Jack comes leaping out, running out, sashaying out to the office and says,
Oh my God, you missed it.
Oh.
and tell him what happened.
This guy is filing his live report, and he's standing there, and all of a sudden and I didn't have the audio on, so I couldn't hear what he said.
Right.
But he goes, this panic look comes over his face, and he runs off camera, and then all this debris blows across where he was standing.
I missed it.
I missed it too. That sounds cool.
Oh my
cool.
God, the best coverage ever, and I missed him almost being killed by deadly debris.
And then he ran back in about 30 seconds after all the stuff blows by, then he comes back
he
into
just
frame.
saw it like flying towards him. He was like,
must have.
holy hell.
Yeah, he was like, I gotta go.
Oh, man. That's such a bummer.
I like it when they keep rolling, though. Their reporter could be dead or gone, and they just keep the camera rolling.
Yeah, exactly. They're the Weather Channel, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll give you poncho updates. Oh, there is some stuff flying, Jack. You want to get the audio on that?
82 miles per hour.
I hate old guys.
Yeah, it just,
All right, so Jack will keep his eye out on any flying debris, and if anything else is happening with Wilma. Just right now, it looks like a pretty nice storm.
Yeah,
Doesn't look like anything.
Category 2, so it's not huge compared to like Katrina, which was a 5.
Right.
So
yeah, it doesn't.
Still pretty
it doesn't. I know, but it doesn't look like it's doing like. I mean, it looks like trees.
it's not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna knock over trees and power poles and that kind of stuff. It's not like it's gonna
and they said
knock
some
over
minor
buildings.
flooding.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't look like it's.
All right, so that's good news. In the meantime, we're talking about overreaction. I overreacted to the earthquake on Saturday. I heard an alarm go off in my neighborhood, so I thought it was a tsunami warning. This is a true story. I'm not proud of it, but you know what? I thought I'd share it with y'all because I know that you guys have made bigger fools of yourself. And so I threw my cat in my car, and I started heading towards higher ground. And then I was in, like, the Venice Beach area, and I realized nobody else is heading towards higher ground, and people are out jogging, and people are walking their dogs. They're not, like, walking their dogs to higher ground. They're just walking their dogs over the canals.
Right, shopping.
Yeah, in Abbott Kinney and stuff. Like, no problem.
It's weird.
What's weird?
Most people don't freak out at 3 earthquakes.
3?
Yeah, it was only a 3.
Oh.
Was that 3? Wasn't it a 3-0 earthquake?
It's a 3.1 centered in Marina Del Rey under Jamie's chair, even though she was in Venice. I'm telling you.
3.1.
And we've had the tsunami. I don't know.
Ah, it's funny.
Here's Leslie. Hi, Leslie.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. Welcome to the show about overreacting.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Go ahead. What happened? What happened
Well,
was...
on Saturday, I was at my boyfriend's house, and out of nowhere, it just started shaking, and I was like, what the hell just happened? And he's like, oh, nothing. It was just probably the people upstairs just running, and I started shaking, and I was like, no. I was like, it was an earthquake. And so I started calling my mom. My mom's like, you're just acting crazy. She goes, I don't know what's your problem because there's nothing going on. But I seriously thought I was going to cry and start, like, pooping my pants.
You know, crying and pooping your pants is definitely an overreaction.
Yes.
And where were you? What city were you in?
Culver City.
See, that's right under Marina Del Rey, right by it. They're attached.
North of.
Exactly.
They got the world's nicest Target right there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so I thought I was just going to, die at that moment.
Well, and then imagine somebody's car alarm goes off. You think a tsunami's coming. You're in Culver City. That ocean wave can come that far.
Exactly, and I wanted to go home, and my boyfriend's like, no, it's okay. There was no earthquake. It was just the people upstairs.
I started heading towards San Dimas.
I probably would have done
That
the
is
same
higher
thing.
ground. I don't think
Way
it's
higher
San
ground.
San Dimas tsunami.
Way higher ground.
I haven't talked to my girlfriend in a while. She lives in San Dimas. Number one, I was going to head to her house at 1:18 on Saturday because of the tsunami warning. That didn't happen.
Right.
And then B, I woke up Sunday morning and I was so hungry for her husband's waffles that I thought, I wonder if they'll be mad that at 5:30 in the morning I show up at their house
Probably.
for waffles.
Are you making waffles today?
Hello? Can you guys wake up? I need some waffles. I'm not kidding. I wanted their waffles so bad. Now I know what your wife is talking about.
The crazy urges.
Yeah, where she wanted my dad's kebabs, chicken kebabs. But I had access. Like, I could drive over there and knock on their door at 5:30 and ask for waffles.
You didn't really have access. They didn't know you were coming, and I bet they didn't want to cook you waffles.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was like a reality.
All right, coming up this morning, we have the People's Court.
Yeah.
The people will decide. Stench is having a humongous online fight with an entire family.
Yeah, now they're all mad at me.
What time do we want to do this?
We'll do it at 7 o'clock hour. Coming up here in about 15, 20 minutes.
All right, so we'll all decide. He's in a balls-to-the-wall fight.
Yeah.
I don't know why you get so involved.
I don't either.
Someone personally
Just go,
insulted
you know what?
us. You know what it is? There's things that, like, if someone sends me an email and says, I hate the show, whatever, doesn't
This
bother
crap
me in
is
the least.
free.
Or I hate you, I don't. But it's like, there's certain nerves, and you strike a nerve, and you get a response.
And they struck?
Yeah, struck a nerve.
Okay.
He can never make fun of me again for writing companies when I'm upset with things, because he does it in his own way.
I know, and he gets violent.
I know, and he'll go back and forth with people for weeks on end in these email battles.
But I know, but I do it only with, like, I don't know, maybe bosses.
You do it in personal
For
relationships.
like a cause.
I did it with our boss and remember the other boss got all pissy about my email war with the other boss.
Oh, yeah, that was a good email, though.
Yeah, no, it was my point against his point.
I know. Yeah, you're a good email writer. I did tell you to write calmly.
I thought I wrote pretty calmly in this one. I can't believe the damage that was done.
All right, so in the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to do the War of the Worlds there.
Yeah, and if the people say I'm guilty, then I will apologize.
Okay, hey, you know what? I like that you're doing that because I like that. That's very open-minded and fair. In the meantime, Monica, can you come here? Ladies and gentlemen, Monica Medina.
Yay.
Oh, my God. Monica Medina.
Yay, Monica Medina.
Where's your enthusiasm for me? What'd I do?
I just want to tell you that I'm glad that you listened to me.
What?
What happened?
I know that Monica learned a spelling lesson from Jamie.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
Yes,
I did, and you guys can see it.
I can see it. We have a computer screen here in the studios, and somebody who usually can't spelled tsunami right.
Yay.
Son Amy with an I.
T-Sun Amy with an I, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you spell tsunami. T-Sun Amy with an I. I look up, and there it says, overreacted to a tsunami warning, and I thought, well, maybe Alex wrote T-Sun Amy, and then I thought, Monica, listen! I knew! That is awesome! And you know what's funny is I taught my niece and nephew, I'm like, because they were studying tsunamis, and I'm like, Macy, do you know how to spell tsunami? She's like, no. And I said, T-Sun Amy with an I. Well, I realized little kids really don't know how to spell Amy anyway.
Right.
So Amy with an I is like, huh? To this day, those kids don't know how to spell a tsunami, and I was so proud because I taught myself that day how to spell it.
Right.
I will forever and ever remember.
Yeah,
T-Sun
me
Amy
too.
with an
Just
I.
because I was like forcing the kids, T-Sun Amy, T-Sun Amy. I mean, now even if they go and there was a tsunami, I'm like, oh yeah, T-Sun Amy with an I. I don't know. It's the dumbest thing. But I'm very, ladies and gentlemen,
remember.
Monica,
That's good.
and perhaps, Jack, we should do a Spanish word of the day. Are we ready for
okay.
that? Well, I mean, I don't know. It's up to you, really.
I'm all
That would be T-Sun Amy with an I and with a little points.
La palabra
What
español
are
de
those
Monica del Dia.
Monica's Spanish word of the day.
Monica's Spanish word of the day. Oh, and there is the the enthusiasm, ladies and gentlemen. We've been waiting and hoping for all day, really. By the way, what'd you do this weekend?
Not much.
Wow, big weekend.
No, I met some friends for lunch yesterday at the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And I did
Olive
the pepperoncini trick.
You gave yourself more pepperoncinis?
Than my two best friends in the world.
Did they notice?
No.
Oh, no.
I gave them all the olives, kept all the pepperoncini for myself.
No. Did you get enough croutons?
Yeah.
I
get more of those too. Yeah.
Well, that sounds good. Olive Garden.
You'll go into labor.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a little early, Jack.
You stay away from that salad until it's time.
But you know what? I wouldn't mind putting the baby in the incubator right now. Just hanging out with some friends, drinking some cocktails.
Soon.
No. You think that they could learn how to take it and like recreate the womb?
Yeah, and cook it outside the body.
Yeah. No. They can grow an ear on a mouse.
Pretty impressive.
But not a baby in a tube.
It seems like they're good. They just don't want to. They want us to suffer. All right, so anyway, that was Sunday. Now we're missing Saturday and Friday.
On Saturday, I didn't do very much. I cleaned my house all day.
You clean your house a lot.
It's messy.
Yeah.
It's very messy.
Why?
I don't know, because she's always like, I'm clean. I'm not doing anything. I'm just cleaning my house.
Cleaning house. I do that on the weekends.
No, I mean, it must be immaculate.
No.
And what'd you do Saturday night?
On Saturday, we just stayed home. And
watched a movie?
I watched Saturday Night Live. I watched Chicago, which was on NBC.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then Friday night?
Friday night, I can't remember what I did Friday night. Not very exciting weekend.
Jack, she's our only hope, and she's not exciting.
No,
boring.
when my weekend beats hers,
What'd you do?
I went to California Pizza Kitchen on Friday with the whole family.
Olive Garden's better.
Kick butt. No. Then I cleaned house as well on the weekend, but then Saturday night I went to Target and Ross and Lowe's. So
Well,
I did
that's because
triple
you're
header.
loaded. Monica's not. That's not
yeah.
her
No,
fault.
That's
I bought
it.
closet stuff, and
You did closets?
oh, it's a
Can you
nightmare.
come over?
No,
Oh, Jack,
I
you
pulled my back out.
You did custom closets.
I mean, as custom as if you mean me building stuff, yes.
Oh, Jack
That's
does custom
awesome.
closet. Do her shoes hang?
No.
No.
I put in shelves. They sit on shelves.
Oh, but
She's
that's
in a,
nice.
That is nice.
That's even
She's
better.
a shoe and a box girl. Like, my wife will not take her shoes
That's
out of the box.
okay, that's
She'll
okay.
wear them in the box. You know, like,
That'll be
they never
weird.
come
But
out of the
that's
box.
nice. So you gave them places.
Yes.
Oh,
Stench,
love
he's
that.
way better husband than you. Custom closets.
Yeah, I'm not playing that game.
Custom
Shelves for her
closets.
shoes.
Yeah.
Hello, straight guy right here, not doing custom
No.
closets.
Hello.
It's
Jack.
not my
Our
stuff.
Jack.
Good husband.
Yeah.
Wait, our Jack used to not even be able to like power tool anything.
Right.
Is you power tool or is it snap together Target
no,
stuff?
No. I had to put the drywall
You did
anchors
drywall
in.
screws?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jack, look at
Wow.
us. You're like Oprah. You've come full circle. I feel like tearing up. I know.
Thank you.
Wow.
No,
'Cause
you
you
put
never used to didn't
screws
know
and
how,
stuff.
and you wouldn't even try.
I wouldn't even try. No, I built a lot of stuff this weekend because we were
Oh.
reorganizing. I built a whole like kitchen cabinet thing, like to put food in.
Wow.
That we bought at Lowe's.
A pantry
Wow.
thing.
Yeah, pantry thing.
So Jack was manly this weekend.
Wow,
Good for
Jack, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
you.
Yeah,
Yay.
that moves me.
Of course, I threw my back out very, very early on Saturday morning, so did this all with a bad back. But
Oh.
I was trying to carry a mattress
Let
by
me
myself.
ask you something. Can I ask you something?
Uh-huh.
Because this is what I wonder. The price of all this stuff, like the closets, the pantry,
Storage,
all
yeah.
that stuff. The price of that, I mean, not monetarily, compared to the price of hearing you bitch about your back.
Oh no, because I pulled out my back doing something she told me not to do. I couldn't complain about it all weekend, so I had to be quiet.
You didn't complain?
No.
Because sometimes it's not even worth getting, like, when you have, like, if I ask for a back rub, but then I have to bone,
Right.
then I don't want a back rub.
Right.
Because I know that there's payment.
Right.
So the fact that she'd have to hear you about your back and she got shoe closets.
Oh yeah, you know what? If I had to do it all over again, I'd go get more credit cards and charge and have somebody do it all, so I wouldn't hurt my back. To be completely honest.
All right, we never got to hear Monica's Spanish word of the day.
Oh, okay.
Wait, we got to do the whole thing again. God.
La
We jump around a
palabra
lot.
español de Monica del dia.
Monica's Spanish word of the day.
Monica, Benito's birthday! The girl that didn't do much all weekend.
No.
She cleaned. And she went to Olive Garden. And she did the peppercini trick where you get more than your friends.
And the
Okay.
croutons.
All right, good.
Oh, okay. I'm going to just go for our friends in Florida.
Oh, nice.
Huracán.
Huracan.
Huracán.
What does that mean?
Hurricane.
Huracan.
Gracias, Monica.
Huracan.
Huracan.
Actually, hey, Jamie,
Yes.
are you in Florida?
Yes.
Huracan.
Huracán.
Huracan.
Huracan.
Huracan. Do you know what that means?
I have no idea. I'm just staring outside and I hear what you're saying and I'm not really listening. I'm sorry.
It means hurricane
Oh gosh.
in Spanish.
I'm in Spanish. I should know.
Yeah, it's your people.
Yeah, you're in Florida.
Huracan.
Oh gosh, again. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm
So-
sorry if you hear the fear in my voice. This is probably the scariest thing we've gone through.
Well, Christy, your sister, we were talking this morning about overreaction.
And Christy's one to overreact.
Yeah, she's overreacting. She thinks you're going to die.
Oh.
Christy loves drama.
Drama
I have
sisters.
to be honest with you. When she called here, I was very frightened, and she probably heard the fear in my voice. I definitely told her this is the worst thing we've ever seen, and I've been born and raised in Florida. This is the worst I've seen.
Oh, what's the baby doing?
He's my husband's walking around with him. Do you hear him?
Yeah.
I think he's saying Nana. I think he wants a banana.
Oh, my God, me too. Do you have an extra?
we made sure we had a good supply because it's all he eats.
Now, where are you in Florida?
We're in a city called Sunrise. We're about 15 miles west of Fort Lauderdale Beach.
Now, here, let me just let you hear this audio real quick of what's...
Yes, that was about as strong as gusts as we've seen. We're still several hours away from the end of this, or at least the worst of it. A lot of rain has come down, but so far we have not seen any serious structural damage down here in Duval Street. Down by the water, though, water now is about 3 to 4 blocks inland and up to the fire hydrants, so the surge is already much higher than it was during the previous 3 storms, Dennis, Katrina, and Rita, as we lower center of gravity and hold on as Wilma makes its approach. It's 4:20 in the
He's
morning here in
holding
Key
onto a
West,
pole.
and the only way you can stand up on these streets is to hang on to something sturdy, because some of these gusts are easily approaching 90 miles an hour. So I'm on this light pole. Now a bit of a breather. Still,
Okay,
the worst
all right. Hey, Chris, or Jamie, I'm sorry, Jamie.
Okay, yes.
The man's holding on to a light pole.
And you know what? He better go inside because I have a feeling that light pole is going to go soon. Duval Street, that's down in the Keys. That's far south of us. From what I understand, because we've had the radio on, our power's been out, is the eye of the storm is right above us. It went right above where we live.
So is the worst part over?
Well, we thought it was, but, I mean, in the past 5 minutes while you guys had me on hold, I'm convinced the winds got stronger than they were, and the winds have been pretty strong for
Now, don't say that because, Christy, you're on the phone, right?
Yes, I'm on the phone.
No, are you flipping out?
No, but what cracks me up is she says, I overreact.
She's the drama queen of the family.
Oh, fight! Now, Christy, what do you think? Is Jamie the drama queen or are you?
Well, I think I tell better stories, but I think she gets freaked out a lot easier than I do.
But she's being blown around. She's allowed to be freaked out.
Pretty calm.
Well, you know what? I will give her that. Her husband was outside. What the hell is he doing outside?
He
There's a
came back
hurricane.
in. I know. There was grounds for the
Will
door.
you have him take the phone outside so we can act like we're part of the Weather Channel?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
right.
that would
No.
be cool. Can he hold on to the phone pole, too, the light pole?
Yeah, that's fun, too. Okay.
I'm in the front of the house, holding on to the light pole.
Can he open the door with the phone?
No, now we can't. Before, when he did it, I think it was, during a quiet time.
Well, just put the kid over in the corner.
You're asking this guy to go out into a hurricane.
I'm not asking him to. I'm just saying, let's do cordless
Jamie,
phone
just
Olympics.
put the phone outside.
You want true excitement. I'm sorry, I can't provide that for you.
Oh, Jamie, you've let the show down.
I can tell you.
I would put the phone outside.
I know.
Oh.
Christy said you were a giver and that you would do anything, that you were
You
just
know
like, you're what?
No, I would, but the problem is this isn't a cordless phone. This is the only landline I have.
Oh.
And it doesn't reach the door.
Yeah, and if it breaks off or tears off, then she's
Now,
like,
if you want to call my cell phone, my husband just volunteered to walk outside with our cell phone.
oh, yeah, we'd love to do that.
Oh, look at Chris coming around.
Yeah, so Jamie, what we need to do is put you on hold. We'll get the cell phone number and we'll call you back.
You absolutely can do that, but I just want to let you know what a risk he's taking because all the trees on our street have uprooted or have snapped in half.
Well, you know what? We'll give him a really nice T-shirt.
And that's provided he survives.
Yeah, but he'll have a nice T-shirt. You hold on, you guys. Okay, let me just set this up. There's something really great about dating somebody young and something really awful about being married or dating somebody young. I have a feeling this Chris guy is a younger fellow. Yeah. I just have this weird feeling he is. Here's the deal. Christy called us. We were talking about overreactors. She overreacted because her sister's in Florida and there's a big old hurricane coming. Well, then we talked to her sister. Her sister's name is Jamie. We asked her to go out in the weather, and she's like, no, and I don't blame her. But her husband's like, I will.
Can I tell you what just happened, though, during that commercial break?
Yeah, but wait until we introduce Chris and wait until Chris.
Oh, okay.
I think he'll
we'll
want to
tell
know.
it directly to him?
Yeah. Hi, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, we're good. Chris, how old of a feller are you?
I'm sorry?
How old are you?
I am 34.
34?
Yep.
So I think right around 40, people start using their brains. Don't you think? Because at 34, you still want to prove you're in your 20s?
Yeah, this was a big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah. Are you outside right now?
No, I will go outside. I don't know if you can hear the rattling of the hurricane shutters against our window.
Oh.
This is from the inside of the house.
Are you sure you should go out there? Because could I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
Well, actually, Stench would like to tell you one thing.
Yeah. During the...
Hold on. You guys paid your insurance?
But listen to this, okay?
Listen to this. While we were in commercial break, we just saw a live cut into Florida Governor Jeb Bush.
Yeah.
And one of the first things he said, stay off the roads and just don't go outside. He goes, the eye just passed a while ago. A lot of people think that it's clear. Whatever you do, don't go outside because the wind's on the back side of the hurricane stronger than the winds on the front side. Don't go outside.
Don't be fooled, he said.
That's what the governor said.
I won't be fooled because probably the last 25 minutes is the worst we've gotten it. And we just heard something rolling across our roof. And
the neighbor.
Yeah, probably.
Neighbor.
All right, so you want me to go outside? I'm going to head out right now.
Watch out for falling debris and power lines and that kind of stuff.
Do we have to tell him something legally?
Yeah, we advise you not to do this.
Can you still hear me?
Oh, my God.
This is blowing more hot air than Christy. I don't know if you can hear me, but our neighbor that lives next door to us has lost the whole screen enclosure to their house.
Oh.
And we're pretty lucky. We've got some landscaping issues, but our street looks like a war zone with all the large trees that have snapped off, and we've got about 4 or 5 inches of water right now in the street, so our street's like a lake.
Chris, you're an awesome reporter. You are an awesome, awesome reporter. That was really... Chris?
Go back inside.
Go inside.
Chris? Chris?
Hello?
Chris?
Go inside.
Chris, go inside.
Go indoors.
Chris?
Actually, it was one of our roof tiles that came off.
Oh.
What are their what?
Roof tiles.
Well, you need to get away because the more will fall off and kill you.
Yeah.
Right.
The satellite dish is still up, though.
Oh, the satellite
great.
did. Oh, thank God we can get football.
Yeah.
Chris, go inside.
All right.
Go inside. Listen to Governor Bush.
Oh, my God.
Chris rules.
Chris
That was
rules.
good. All right, Chris.
Oh, my God, this is crazy. Hey, Christy?
Yeah?
How proud of you are your of your brother-in-law?
Yeah, I heard that comment.
About what?
Blowing more hot air than her.
Oh, yeah. He was kidding. He was going for comedy.
That's right.
He's funny. It's all right. Is he indoors?
It sounds like...
I'm indoors now, yeah.
Is your wife going to talk to you?
Outside again.
No,
Is she mad at you?
but she will be when I tell her it's part of our roof that came off.
Oh, she told you to fix it, huh?
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Somehow this will be your fault.
Yep.
Oh, I know. Absolutely.
All right, hold on, you guys. Thank you for the live report. The baby?
I don't know. They just say it is. I don't know what the reasoning is.
Yeah.
I would guess because it speeds you up. It's probably just not good for the little hearts to get going because anything you have,
He's going to be a great athlete. If I get his
or
heart,
an adrenaline junkie.
If I get his heart in condition now with caffeine, yeah, I don't know. Monica, can you call that doctor that never calls me and ask him why I can't have caffeine or helium?
Yeah, he didn't like you, huh?
He doesn't ever call back.
No.
We called him about helium. Nothing.
They usually have a nurse call you back.
I'm telling you, I think he didn't know what he was getting into. He thought, oh, new patient, this is great. This is 9 months.
Well, I told him I was in sales.
Yeah, and then he got a few phone calls, and then he's like, oh, no, what did I do?
I know, but he never calls back.
I got this new patient I hate. That's what he tells his wife when he goes home.
Well, he never calls us back. What kind of doctor's that?
The nurse call back. They never call back. Doctors are always too busy and
Can I have the phone number? Actually, I'll do it myself. I'll leave the message.
You know what was cool is our doctor who delivered our baby has since retired, but his wife used to call us. Like, we'd call, and she was so nice because we met them at Moe's, believe it or not. We met him and his wife, and that's how we got him to be our doctor.
That's weird. You meet him out to dinner?
Yeah, he delivered the bartender's baby, and the bartender said, hey, you're pregnant, you should meet this guy. And he was the best doctor, and his wife used to personally call us back.
And he retired? Of course he did.
Retired.
And you had a crappy-ass doc, right?
You know what's funny? We had a god-awful doctor, and you know where our neighbors, the pregnant neighbors, that were at that concert, they have that same doctor, but he has delivered their first kid.
Didn't you tell me he was crappy?
Oh, we had this awful. The doctor basically manipulated my wife's pregnancy around his schedule by they cutting the juice off so that she wouldn't go into labor during office hours, and then cranking it up so that she'd go in later. And then the delivery was taking a long time, so he cut her epidural off completely, and she was freaking out in pain. This doctor is an idiot, and he's the head of the hospital in Santa Monica. He's the head of all the
OBGYN?
Yeah.
Wow.
Guy was an asshole. I almost punched him in the face.
And they
in the delivery room.
Yeah, they're going to him and having
the anesthesiologist came in and said, I have to turn this back on. You can't do this to her. I have to turn it back on. And he said no. And they started fighting in the delivery room. The doctor and anesthesiologist, the guy would not turn the juice back on.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Micah, can you get me his number?
The doctor was an a-hole.
A-hole. Okay, anyway. All right, so, Jack, how's the hurricane going?
It's blowing.
Jack, the enthusiasm.
It's still going. I mean, there's no new developments. It's sitting right over the center of Florida right now.
Alex, can we come here a minute? Because I'm trying to kill some time, but I need to, hi, thank you. Can we just have that right by you so it doesn't take so long? Thank you, You know what I mean? So it just, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be calling this doctor a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to put him on speed dial.
We're going to need to know him.
Yeah.
We're going to make him hate Jamie even more.
So, anyway, she left her cell phone at home. Sorry, Monica. Monica left her cell phone at home, and that's why we didn't have this number, so it's not her fault.
Hello. You have reached Women's Care of Beverly Hills with Drs. Ruth Cousineau, Robert Katz, and Jay Goldberg.
I go to the
and
Goldberg.
Also the office of Dr. Suzanne Gilbert-Lynn.
What if she
The
had
office is now closed. Please listen carefully. If this is a doctor, hospital, or patient, and your call is not a medical or obstetrical emergency and can wait for up to 2 hours, please press 2, and the doctor on call will call you within 1 to 2 hours
I don't think
up
that,
until 10 p.m. Calls after 10 p.m. will be returned on the next business day. However, if this is a true medical emergency, please press 1 and the doctor will be paged immediately. Again, that's 2 for a non-urgent matter and 1 for a true medical emergency.
Right, yeah.
Also, if this is a pharmacy or patient calling for a prescription refill, please hang up and call on the next business day. Thank you. Have a lovely evening, and we will speak with you soon. Goodbye.
Well, they're nice.
That was a lot of options. No, they sounded nice, and you don't want to waste your emergency call now. You want to hold off on that
Doctor, I need a Diet Coke now!
Hold 1 moment to be connected to the doctor.
Oh, you guys!
They heard the sense of urgency in my voice.
Shoot. Don't do that. God. His cell phone is programmed into my phone. I left it at home today. She has a cell phone number, but she left her phone. Thank God I'm not having an emergency.
Yeah.
Monica really got my back, doesn't she?
You could wait until
She hates
tomorrow
you.
if you had an emergency, whatever.
We'll take you in. If something bad happens, Jack and I will drive you there personally.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Hey, Jack, will you start keeping the important phone calls?
Yeah.
And I'll just pay you.
Yeah, no, I'll keep those numbers. No.
Ready to start?
I'm ready to
start
Hey,
the show.
It's crazy. I've been drinking. Ding. Yeah. Anyway, that's the past. All right. So here's the deal. Are we ready to start the drama?
Yes. Start the People's Court?
Yes.
Let's start the People's Court.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I give you Stench and let's just say the Smith family.
Okay.
All right? Here's the deal. We talked on Friday about how I didn't know. I just started talking about on Friday how I didn't know how I was going to deal with my own child because I had stepkids.
Yep.
And there's something in you when you have stepkids that goes, hey, you can't beat them because they're not your kids.
Right.
I don't know if that makes sense, but there's this mechanism that goes up that goes, it's not your right to discipline them in the manner in which you might your own.
Yeah.
If that sounds fair.
True.
Right. So I just said that. And I said, I'm going to beat my own kids. Like, I'm going to spank them and all that. But I didn't spank my stepkids. I just rolled my eyes a lot and breathed. I learned how to breathe. And so I said to Stench something about you beat.
You said you beat your kid, and I said, well, I don't beat him. You said, you know what I mean, you spank. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll beat a kid.
Right. You know, you grab him upside the back of the neck and you tell him who's boss.
Yeah.
So then...
And I've done it, I honestly, and I think I've said this, I've spanked my kid. I can count on my two hands the number of times I've had to spank that kid in his life, and he's 13.
Hey, you know what?
And I haven't ever spanked the baby because she's 2, and that's a little young.
I'm for it. I have no problem with it. But here's what happened. So Friday after the show, Stench checks his email. And here's what it says. I was listening to your morning show this morning. Was appalled to hear your DJs. Well, right there. I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm already mad.
On-air personalities.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to write a letter.
Talking about beating their children. In light of the recent abuse crimes against children, did they really think their comments were appropriate or amusing? If they were talking about beating their spouses, would it have been as funny? Can I get back to you on that one? Yeah.
Why is it? Tell Jack later in the show he should beat his wife.
Why is it funny? Because it concerns beating of their children. Children are not pets; they're people. People take more time learning to perfect a favorite hobby than they do learning how to properly discipline their children. I personally take offense to the comments made by your DJs because I am a 29-year-old mother of 2, and I'm pregnant now with my 3rd child. But here's the thing. I have a 50-50 chance of surviving my new child's birth. It disgusts me to know that I may not live to see my children grow to adulthood, and yet these people, us, who seem to show such disdain for parenting will probably live to see their kids. With their audience and venue on the radio, I think they should use this time to promote good parenting and a need to learn how to effectively discipline without hitting. Okay. That was to Stench. May I read Stench's reply?
You can, or do you want to?
I'll read it because it goes on, Jack.
Oh, okay. Then there's back and forths.
Yeah,
I think this is probably maybe not such a great kickoff.
Okay.
Dear sensitive pregnant lady, are you crazy?
That was my hello.
To insinuate that anyone on the show would beat their child. You're crazy. Were we joking? Yes. Do we spank? Yes. Totally different than beating. As far as disdain for parenting, your energy is misguided yet again. I don't think you could possibly ever listen to the show and not heard at some point what a good parent Jack is to his baby or what I am to my 2 kids. We are greatly enjoy parenting. How can you take such a high and mighty stand to think how anyone with a child should deserve any less of the opportunity to see their kids grow up than you do?
Yeah, because her comment of I may die, like I have this chance of dying during pregnancy, but yet you guys, will probably see your kids grow up. I looked at it as, wow, I may die, yet you guys don't like being parents. It should be you and not me is how I read her comments.
I certainly would not wish that on you or anyone. I hope your situation, this is all from Stench.
Yeah.
I hope your situation works out for you and your family and you can be as good a parent as we are.
Nice way to turn it. I like
wow.
I didn't want to wish ill on her. Like if she has a medical issue, I wouldn't wish anything bad on anyone, especially with children involved.
I also am a divorced father who is, and I don't want to go into that thing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But obviously, the chances of me having custody and being a good parent, he goes, I just don't want to get into the
I couldn't beat a kid. I couldn't have as much custody as I have of my son if I was a kid beater.
So relax, please. Stench.
No.
When we come back, a letter from the woman's husband, the sensitive pregnant lady's husband. And then after that, a comment from the sensitive pregnant lady's, best friend? Sister.
Did I seem that was unusually kind?
That was nice
for a
for
Stench
I was
email,
very proud of
because
you.
I knew she was pregnant and all sensitive and emotional.
And
I was
then
being nice.
after that, an email from the sensitive pregnant lady's dry cleaner, since she seemed to rope everybody in.
Here's my only question out of all this so far. I'm
Okay.
involved. I'm very involved in it. But if I knew I had a 50-50 chance of living and I had 2 children on this planet already, am I really going to call a DJ or write him a letter?
Right, you'd use your time more wisely.
Yeah,
you would
I didn't
think.
address many issues. I only addressed the issues she directed at us or me.
Aren't I going to take my kids to parks and like SeaWorld and Make-A-Wish Foundation? I might die giving birth.
50-50 chance.
But I'm going to write these crazy, wacky DJs. That's what I'm going to do. Am I crazy?
No, I see your point.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, the phone calls. I mean, not the phone calls, the letters, the rest of the letters when we come back.
Call Jamie, Jack, and